putting a spotlight on local high school and college coaches and athletes. It's the 757 at 6 on ESPN Radio 94.1.
Thanks for spending your Wednesday evening with us here on the 757 at 6 on ESPN Radio 94.1. Your home for sports, whether it's pro, college, or high school. Matt Hatfield here with you. And at this time, we're joined by a special guest. He is a young man gearing up for his senior season at Lafayette High School in Williamsburg. They've been the kings of the Bay Rivers District for more years than I can remember. He had 70 tackles, 9 sacks, 4 fumble recoveries, 4 block kicks. He was trucking people when he caught the ball at tight end, too, last year as the Rams made the Region 3A playoffs. I think he's checking in at about 6'4.5", 215 pounds, outside linebacker, tight end, wide receiver, and he's committed to play his college football in-state up in Charlottesville for the University of Virginia. We say hello and congrats to Michael Green here on ESPN Radio 94.1. Mike, how's life treating you being on lockdown?
It's going pretty good. I mean, a few things are restricted, but basically, I'm just doing my thing every day. It's just scheduled Monday through Friday. I do the same thing, and then just get after it every day.
Well, let me ask you: you prefer to go by Mike or Michael?
Mike's fine.
Mike is fine. All right. Tell us about UVA. You made that commitment last week. Why the Cavaliers, and what made you decide to end the recruiting process now?
Okay. So first, I would just like to say, my recruiting was like a little late than most people. I just started to get offers the beginning of this year. So once UVA offered me, it just like something just like stood out, just more than all these other colleges. So first, just what's better than just representing your hometown? I mean, your home state. I mean, I just went into deep detail and researching, and I just found out that they were a great school for education and football-wise. My position coach is a great guy. Me and him really close. So after we got that close bond, we started going over film, and then he got me on the phone with the strength and conditioning coach, our position tutors, and all that extra stuff. I went up there just to check out the campus because I've never been on any college visits yet. So after all that stuff just came up, and I just revised everything and just realized that if this is the place I want to go and if everything I want is here, then let's just make this happen.
Who's your position coach, by the way?
Coach Popinga.
Coach Popinga. Yeah, didn't he play, or maybe it was his brother played at BYU and then the NFL with the Packers or something like that? Or?
Oh yeah, he played.
All right, good deal. Now, what did you learn about Coach Bronco Mendenhall during the process, and how do you think he's helped elevate the program? I mean, this is a program that was not doing all the best before he got there, and they played in the SEC championship game.
Yep. I mean, Coach Poppin and Coach Mendenhall, they have a lot to offer. They really do. So I feel like everything that they got to offer, that they reach out to these kids, the kids get hooked onto it. And because it's so many good things just lined up, education, football, all that stuff. They're a rising program. So, I mean, what kid doesn't want to play for a rising program team?
Oh, very good point. Now, I believe one of the main recruiters for you, too, is Coach Marcus Hagans, who's from the Hampton Roads area. Tell me about the vibe with him.
Yep. So, me and Coach Hagans, we actually had a really deep conversation just about football and life in general. Me and him really touched bases very good. And I mean, I had that special bond with him also. Just me having a real close mental bond with all the coaches is really a huge key for a recruiting process.
We're talking with Lafayette's Mike Green. He's committed to play his college football at the University of Virginia, doing it up big as a tight end, wide receiver, linebacker for Landy Lynn's Rams there. It's the 757 at 6 on ESPN Radio 94.1. And, UVA has kind of gone away, Mike, from the 757 guys. They got a bunch of them that were 5-stars with Taquan Mizell and Quinn Blanding and Andrew Brown for a while, but they're having success out of state. How much are you wanting to get more of those 757 guys up there with you in Charlottesville?
I mean, I want to get as many as possible. That's just saying, if you came from this certain neighborhood, you want to, show out the neighborhood, or you want to, make that neighborhood known. So I feel the more guys that we get from the 7-5 or the 804 or whatever, that we can just all come together and we can start a very good and special football team.
I heard late in the season last year, in fact, I saw your first game when you guys dominated Goochland and you were making plays all over the field with that defense, pitching a shutout of a very good team that went on to go to the state playoffs. But a lot of coaches were like, hey, put on this kid's highlight tape as a huddle. He's going to blow up. And boy, did you ever blow up with a lot of offers. Tell us what you finished up with, and who else was in the picture for you?
So I finished up with K-State, University of Kentucky, UCF, Virginia Tech, and another one, I'm trying to think here, and JMU. Okay. Yeah, a few of those.
Now, you mentioned your versatility. You've played tight end, wide receiver, linebacker, and versatility is a big asset, I think, as you get to the next level. What position do you think you play best?
Position that I play best is outside linebacker. I've just been playing it since forever. So, I've been playing linebacker since forever. So, I'm really skilled at that position the most.
Well, and to follow up on that, what is UVA talking with you about in terms of the positioning? I would imagine it's linebacker. And just their plan for you as they try to ease you in when you get there.
So once I get there, they liked how I can move around. So they actually are one of the top schools that use as many linebackers as possible. So they got plenty of linebacker positions that I can play on the end, off the ball. I can play as middle sometimes. They can move me around. That's why they chose me as a guy that can really stand out, because I can move all these different places. And that's what they wanted. They want versatility.
And then you see what their defense is doing. The results speak for themselves. They've had guys go into the league from the secondary linebacker spot all over the ball from UVA. Now, we're heard all over the place, Mike. We're heard in not just the 757 Hampton Roads, all over the state, worldwide, nationwide. So anybody you'd like to make the UVA recruiting pitch to, whether they're a guy from your school, your area, other places that you'd like to say, come join me in Charlottesville?
Not just saying this because who he is, but absolutely my brother. So he's the one that we're always going to the fields. We're always trying to get better, and we're always pushing ourselves to be the best. So I'm not saying that just because I'm related to him. I'm not saying that because we have a tight bond. I'm saying that because I know his potential and I know my potential. And to be honest, what's more motivating than having your brother right beside you to push you along the way?
And for those who don't know, your brother's name is?
Everard Green.
All right, good deal. And what grade is he in?
He's a sophomore. He goes to JUCO.
Okay, there you go. Lewisburg, right?
Yep.
Okay. As we look at this coronavirus, it's affecting everybody even beyond the sports world. I'm curious how it's impacted you individually, the recruitment, if at all, and your team in preparing for the senior campaign coming up.
So I'll just say first, my schedule-wise, it hasn't really impacted me from getting what I need to get done. So I just train Monday through Friday, hit the fields, agility, routes, linebackers, zone, all that kind of work stuff on the fields. Then in the afternoon, I go to my friend. He got a workout room in his little garage where we can go there and bench, squat, power clean, all that good stuff. And so I just do that Monday through Friday. Recruiting-wise, it kind of impacted. I haven't went on any college visits or any official college visits. I just went up to Charlottesville just to visit around there for a little bit. I feel like it did impact my recruitment, but at the same time, if I would have visited more schools, it probably would have been more challenging to try to pick which school was best.
A few more minutes here with Mike Green from Lafayette High School in Williamsburg. He's committed to play his college football at the University of Virginia in the ACC. It's the 757 at 6 on ESPN Radio 94.1. We'll end with some fun rapid fire for Mike at the end here. Now, for those that are listening now, they're saying, all right, I like this Mike Green kid. I'm going to watch him this fall on Friday nights and follow his career as he moves on to UVA. Tell him what your strong suit as a football player is and how you want to change your game and develop from now at Lafayette to when you're done in college.
I would like to change. I want to be able to master my position, not just knowing everything. And I want to get there and I want to get more athletic. I want to get more stronger. I want to get more faster. I want to improve to the fact where I know that from here to here, this is how much I improve and this is how much potential I have. And this is the amount of space that I have that I filled up.
Good deal. Now, what are you planning to study in Charlottesville? What are you looking to major in?
Business management.
Okay. Playing at Lafayette, tell me about those expectations. You guys are always great every year, and what Coach Lynn demands out of you guys.
We have this motto. It's called, it is not called anything, but it's the best ability is dependability. So if he can depend on us, then that's just the best ability in general. So just being there and getting work done and working hard and all that stuff will follow behind being dependable. So I feel like that's what we always overcame, and that's what we always been great at. So that's what made us a great football team.
And a lot of talented players have come out of Lafayette High there in Williamsburg. I mean, I think maybe the greatest linebacker of all time, and Lawrence Taylor played with the New York Football Giants there. And just this past season, you had a great teammate we had on the program in Tyler Nevel. He's going to Harvard. How great was it to play alongside that guy, and how much did you guys push each other and make each other better?
So first, playing with him was great. I mean, like we played the same positions for offense and defense, just on the opposite side of the field. Not field, but opposite side. For tight end, we'll both be on the line, or I'll go out and he stays in, or or I stay in and he goes out. And for defense, we were just on each side. So playing with him was great. And pushing wise, when I first got into the recruiting level, he really helped me a lot. Always looked at him as a role model, because this was the point where I wasn't really getting out there. I wasn't known. I didn't have any offers. So everybody wanted to be like Tyler, but I didn't really want to be like him. But at the same time, it was just he was pushing me so I can be the best that I can be, and he really helped me with my recruiting.
Yeah, he's a great story, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do now as the linchpin leader of that defense there. We know you're going to bring it every Friday night, and every week you guys take the field. Give me sort of a snapshot of the team this coming year, and correct me if I'm wrong, your quarterback, Luke Hanson, he's committed to play, is it baseball at UVA?
Yep. Yes,
okay,
sir.
So tell me about Luke. And I know you guys are ground and pound at Lafayette, but you got to get some of them passes through the air to you right in the red zone, huh?
Yes, sir. So Luke, he's a great athlete in general. He can throw, he can move around, he can stay in the pocket, he can do all those good things that a good quarterback can do. He's very accurate with his throws. I feel like once the Lafayette program eventually take over his whole athletic ability, then that dude's going to be something dangerous for sure.
Well, we know you guys want to start a new streak there after a year ago. York snapped that 60-game Bay Rivers District win streak, and you have your sights going deep in the playoffs in Region 3A. It's been a real pleasure talking with you, Mike. Before we let you go, we'd like to do some rapid fire. You ready to play?
Yes, sir.
Here we go with Mike Green, the standout for Lafayette, who will be starring on Saturdays at UVA. You never know. He might be playing on Sundays in the NFL one day, too. All right, Mike, best TV show or movie you've seen while under quarantine?
For sure, Outer Banks. For sure.
You know what's crazy? I just talked to DJ Sims today. You may or may not know him from Christchurch. He's going to Wake Forest.
Oh, no, I never heard of him.
Okay, well, he'll be an ACC rival of you, and he gave me that same exact answer. One person you admire the most. Who do you admire the most?
Person I admire the most, I'll say for sure Lawrence Taylor.
LT, good one. You can visit one place in the world, Mike. Where would you go?
Jamaica.
Ooh, Jamaica. We'll have to do that. Let's see you do that when we get out of this pandemic. If you were stranded on a tropical island, what two things would you want with you?
I'll say first, I just need another person. I can't be up there alone yourself. Second, I would say a fire starter.
Oh, you said a fire starter?
Yep.
All right. I thought you might go with water, but okay. Are you a 2K, Madden, or Call of Duty guy?
Madden.
Madden. Okay. Who's your team in Madden?
Cardinals.
You said Arizona Cardinals?
I like to play with them, but my favorite team for NFL is just open right now.
Listen, that's fine. I'm a big Arizona Cardinals, Larry Fitzgerald, Kurt Warner. That's my team. So last few for you here. If you could be any animal, what would it be and why?
I'll say a tiger.
Tiger.
They got some great will. They're more of a go and get it type of animal. I like how they can run, bite, eat, all that stuff, and I just feel like if I was an animal, like that would probably be what I want to be.
Well, you got to bite on the football field. Last two for you, Zoom or TikTok?
I mean, I like looking at TikTok, but Zoom.
Zoom, okay. And last one, who does the best impersonation of Coach Andy Lynn on the Lafayette team?
It got to be our inside backer, Aiden Byron.
Oh, Aiden Byron. Coach Byron said, guess what? He can't make him run right now until you guys get back to workouts as a group. Well, Mike, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Congrats again on the commitment to UVA. We wish you all the best this fall with the Rams up there in Williamsburg and beyond, and we'll keep in touch, all right?
Got you.